Hi everyone, and welcome to the ICANN Therapy Centre. You're joining me, Liz Murray, Head of Active Ageing for Valley Leisure, and I'm joined this afternoon, I'm delighted to be joined this afternoon by Naomi Hurst of Doda Yoga. Naomi, hi.
Hi Liz, thanks for having me here.
It's an absolute pleasure. Naomi is with me today to share her story about working with Valley Leisure. We showcase the work that we do to highlight the impact that we have, mainly with our customers, but also our volunteers. But I thought it's time to showcase the strong working relationship that we have with other partners in Andover. And Naomi with Doda Yoga is one of those partners. So Naomi, can you tell us a little bit more about how you have come to be involved in working with Valley Leisure and our ICANN Move More service?
Sure, I think I moved to Andover in 2020, and then I quickly became aware of the amazing work that ICANN Therapy Centre did. And I think our paths kind of crossed a few times, but then 2024-ish, I got asked to be involved in the development of a new programme for supporting people with mental health challenges with Andover Mind and yourselves. And I think our relationship began to develop from there about what can we do to support people. I really loved the way you make movement accessible to people that maybe are not supported in other provisions. And I think our kind of vision aligned with helping people to move more and feel better. And from there, things just gradually begin to expand and evolve. And I really like how both of our services complement each other in different ways. And actually, without ICANN, I think I would find it hard to meet and support as many people that I do without your services.
Amazing. And I think one of the incredible things and the journey that I feel that we've been on together is very much a learning journey with each other, actually, because Yoga for Wellbeing, I feel like we've created together. We've created a really strong program, and like you said, not only Valley Leisure and Doda Yoga, but also Andover Mind as well. You've obviously been going through a learning journey of your own in upskilling further and training. How has working together helped develop and enhance your own learning?
I think for me, being kind of a sole worker in a very specific trade, it's allowed me to develop my skills rather than getting burdened down with lots of inquiries and paperwork, because you've got the manpower to kind of support and an amazing social media team to kind of get things out there to people, to allow me to do and deliver things to people. Whereas actually I don't have to do that. And also having the teamwork of if something did go wrong, or if we need extra support or kind of soundboarding or what's the word? Signposting people, we can kind of have those conversations about what is appropriate and how can we do that to make sure people are still safe and supported.
Fantastic. So a really strong collaboration, really, that I think has developed learning for both of us. I mean, I've certainly learned a lot from you and actually the way that you work, and I found that really inspirational and motivational. It has actually influenced how I work as well, and that for me is the joy of collaboration. And I find it really, really empowering. And our work with Yoga for Wellbeing has been really impactful, hasn't it? Tell me a little bit about the impact that delivering Yoga for Wellbeing has had for you, and maybe what you've learned from people joining that program and experiencing it.
I think when we started out, it was very much the unknown, and we wanted to provide this service to people. We didn't know, and we learned straight away that getting people through the door was one of the most scary parts, and how to build that confidence with individuals to want to come, and really hand-holding people to get there. And then once they get there, kind of understanding that they felt that service provisions drop off a cliff, I think those are words that are used to us, and how can we then link in with other local services and providers to build a more cohesive network of support that doesn't mean that they come to us and then we can't support, well, we don't have the capacity to support them further, but we can kind of build in this outreach to kind of move them on. And actually some of the transformations that the individuals have done just from simply stepping in that door, still, find more and more out every day of these new people starting new careers, new jobs, new satisfaction in their life. And for me, that is just so heartwarming that from what entering a yoga class was, and us not fully understanding the impacts and being able to measure it, very consistent measurements at the start and at the end of the program that are baselined, that are understood, they've got so many people looking at them, that it's really robust. I think that's what I really value from our working relationship, because it's results driven, and if it's not, we can go back and what do we need to tweak in the program to be allowed to get the outcomes that we were aspiring for.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that I've noticed, actually, and it's a real joy, and it's one of the reasons I do what I do and I'm passionate about doing what I do, is the ripple effect that is created by enabling and empowering people to move more in a way that suits them. And you touched on there that through Yoga for Wellbeing, people have been empowered and had confidence to get new jobs,
new qualifications,
return to education, but also the influence that it's also had on family life as well. And I remember a mum and a story around how attending Yoga for Wellbeing, some of the tools and techniques she has learned with you, has actually influenced relationships with her children at home.
Yeah, and most recently, actually, someone that I've noticed in social media has now set up their own support group for a cause that they're truly passionate about.
Wow.
And I'm just, it gives me tingles thinking about it, because we could never have expected those things to come simply from a yoga class.
Yes.
And I think that it's given me more confidence, because I've had the support of the ICANN network, Valley Leisure, and all the people around you to be a sounding board. When you're just working in isolation, you don't get the same mentality of, okay, this has happened today, but also the confidence and reassurance to kind of see it through to the end, because inevitably when you're working in that environment with people with mental health challenges, it is like a roller coaster, and you get to a point and actually then the trajectory is upwards, and you see them flourish, but at the start you've got to build those safe kind of support around it.
Absolutely. And our working relationship has grown and it's developed. And in addition to Yoga for Wellbeing, you are also delivering chair yoga in association with us as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about chair yoga and how that is for you and the types of people that you're helping through chair yoga?
Very different audience. I think the oldest person that's in the class is 85, and she gives me a run for my money. She will know who she is. But it's just such a wonderful group, and new people are joining and leaving as holidays come up and things happen. But actually, I would say the most special part of the chair yoga is they come together about 15 minutes before the class, not facilitated, just have it because they want to connect with each other, and they've formed really good friendships. Some of them have reconnected because they knew each other in the community externally, but maybe have lost touch. But actually reducing social isolation, including and building this connectedness together. And then we move through some kind of relaxation activities, some movement with various aches, groans, laughs, giggles, squeaky chairs, all sorts of things going on. And then we have some more relaxation at the end, where I think they basically come for the relaxation and the chat, but actually they do really value that.
Yeah.
And that's been going, I think, just over a year now as well, with some really brilliant results.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the strengths of our working relationship, and arguably partly excellence as well, in that we've set out with an idea and a concept and we've tried it, but because of the due diligence that we've put into the planning and preparation of these things and these activities and these sessions, there's a longevity to it. And we're in it for the long haul rather than just the short haul. And for me, our working relationship really builds upon the three core values of I Can Move More, which is fundamentally everything that you've already mentioned of community, excellence and empowerment as well. And I think sharing those values and bringing those values to life through that trusted relationship that we've built is magic.
And I think for me, another big part of this in a therapeutical sense is being boundaried around how people can contact you, being boundaried about how we work, to show that we're not going to be available all the time, because we want to empower people to do the things themselves. They know where we are if they need us, but it's also sustainable and consistent, because quite often things get started, then they drop away, like this cliff edge that people have told us about, and you've kind of built these people up, this collective, and then they're like, well, where do we go now? Because I was really relying on this service or this support. And I think through the onward kind of connections with other people in the community, and also this ongoing chair support class that is funded by the participants that join, right? It allows these activities to stay consistent, and we're very lucky in that.
It's really fortunate. Naomi, thank you so much for sparing the time to speak today. It's an absolute joy to have this opportunity to share our experience of working together, and also to share it with you as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.